All right, here is a problem that we want to simplify a fraction with exponents over 8q squared to the third power. Now, there's a couple of ways that you actually could do this. You could either put everything in the inside to the third power. Remember, when you have a parentheses and you're bringing it to another power, you multiply it. So that's going to become p to the 9th power. Then that'll be 8 to the third power. And then 3 times 2, that would be to the 6th power. And then, of course, you could put 4 cubed in your calculator and get 64. And then p to the 9th. And 8 cubed, 8 times 8 times 8, 512. Q to the 6th, and then you could see that you could actually reduce this fraction. You could divide the top and the bottom by 64, and you would get this answer, 8q to the 6th, because 64 goes into 512 8 times. And if you didn't know that, then you may not have caught that. Another way you could have done this is this step, 4 times 4 times 4. That's my 4 cubed. 8 times 8 times 8. Notice here I could have said, oh, well, that reduces, that reduces, that reduces, and you see I get my 8. But then there's even another way you could do this. So when you're working with parentheses, remember you can do what's inside the parentheses first. And couldn't you reduce that 4/8 to 1/2 here? And you still have the p cubed and the q that was an ugly looking q squared. And now notice that's 1 times 1 times 1, so that's just 1. That becomes p to the 9th. 2 cubed, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. And then 3 times 2 is 6. So a lot of times, and probably I would guess you like this way the best because it was less steps. Always look to see if you can reduce something inside that parentheses first.